As each day passes by, Nico Iamaleava's decision to demand more money from Tennessee just looks dumber and dumber. It hasn't even been a week since the former 5-star entered the transfer portal after making one of the stupidest decisions in college football history, and it looks like a number of teams want nothing to do with the former 5-star. But before we get to today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are you love college football, and odds are you aren't subscribed to my channel, so make sure to subscribe to one of the best college football communities here on YouTube. When I posted my video the other day talking about the Nico Iamaleava situation, one of the things I talked about was what team out there is going to want to bring him in. Not only are you going to have to be giving him millions of dollars, you're having to bring in a guy that just left a program over a money dispute and a guy that has some major character concerns after this whole situation. I talked about a couple of potential teams who might make a run at him, but I really was questioning whether or not a team would be willing to give him that kind of money and bring in this head case. Well, so far early on in this process, it's looking like I was right on that, because a number of teams that were reportedly interested have already backed out of the Nico Iamaleava sweepstakes. Some teams that were getting a lot of speculation in regards to picking him up were USC and Notre Dame. Now, me personally, as I talked about in my last video, I thought USC was probably going to be the school he landed at. Lincoln Riley is known for being the quarterback whisperer, and I thought USC, they would just shell out whatever money they could to try to bring in a big name quarterback that would hopefully turn the program around. But according to On3, both USC and Notre Dame will not be pursuing Iamanaleava. The next team that was mentioned was North Carolina. With brand new head coach Bill Belichick, a lot of people thought Iamanaleava could be a big time splash that would really bring a lot of excitement to this Tar Heel program. But it looks like they're not going to go that direction. Instead, they're going to bring in South Alabama transfer Gio Lopez. With North Carolina out of the picture, another team that was generating a lot of buzz was Tulane. It sounded like the Green Wave were open to Iamanaleava, but according to On3 today, Tulane is pulling out of the portal recruitment for the former 5-star. So just over the last couple of days, you have USC, Notre Dame, North Carolina, and Tulane all back out from bringing him in. According to On3, UCLA has emerged as a school that's in the mix to land Iamanaleava, who is originally from Long Beach. When news broke of him entering the transfer portal, the Bruins were a team that was immediately thrown in there, and as of right now, at least when recording this video, they haven't backed out as of yet. Now, this is where things are going to get really interesting, because as I talked about last week, Iamanaleava wanted $4 million at Tennessee. Well, if Tennessee wasn't willing to give him $4 million, I doubt any team out there is going to be willing to give him that number. And honestly, I doubt they're going to give him $3 million, and I doubt they're going to give him $2 million. Wherever he ends up, I guarantee he's going to be making a lot less money than he would have been making had he just kept his mouth shut while at Tennessee. According to On3, if Iamanaleava is open to a deal closer to $1 million, multiple schools are expected to show interest. Now, just think about that for a second. This was a guy that was making somewhere between $2.2 and $2.5 million this upcoming year. He decided to get greedy, he decided to go to Tennessee and demand more money, and now there's a chance not only is he going to be taking a pay cut, he's going to be taking a significant pay cut. Now, the crazy thing is, despite him being an idiot and a moron, he's still probably going to be making $1 million this season, which is absolutely insane. I keep saying this, but if you're a team, you throw money out the window, why would you want to bring a guy like this into your locker room? This is a guy that showed he's clearly in it for the money, so why would you want to bring him to your team and potentially risk him causing a rift with other players? Now, obviously, if his price significantly drops, I guess a lot of teams might not care about that, but I really think that's something that teams are going to be monitoring. Now, if this is true and Iamanaleava's price tag is only $1 million, then it will be interesting to see what teams emerge as possible contenders. As you all know, this late into the college football offseason, a lot of good teams out there already have their starting quarterback, or they have a pretty solid quarterback battle going on as of right now. I don't know how many teams out there currently have a quarterback need, and if they'd be even able to afford Iamanaleava at this point. I've kind of joked about this in the previous days, but now it really seems likely that he's probably going to end up at a group of 5 team instead of going to a power 4 team. Again, that's unless a team comes up with millions of dollars out of nowhere, or he does take a significant pay cut. Now, it's going to be really interesting to see what ends up happening with UCLA, because at this point, it sounds like they should be the front runner. I mean, if I were to put money on it, I would put it on the Bruins, but let's say the Bruins aren't willing to meet his price point. If the Bruins back out, Where is Iamanaleava going to go, and how long could this drag on for? I mean, obviously, I don't think all these teams are going to unite as one, and they're just going to refuse to bring him in, but at what point does this get really concerning for Nico, and at what point does he just accept any deal that is even out there on the table? Because what if a couple weeks go by, and all of a sudden, we're in middle of May, and he's still sitting there in the transfer portal without a team? I mean, the college football season is just going to be a couple months away at that point, and is he going to have enough time to learn a brand new system and be ready for the 2025 college football season? Again, I don't know who made the final call on this. Obviously, Nico Iamaleava, he's an adult, he can make his own decisions, but it does feel like he had a lot of people in his ear telling him this was a no-brainer. By all means do this because you're going to guarantee yourself a couple $1,000,000. I don't think whoever his team is, I don't think they thought this through and thought potentially if he were to leave Tennessee, there wouldn't be many teams, if any, that truly wanted him. I mean, can you imagine if after all of this, Nico Iamaleava ends up at, I don't know, Liberty next season? Or if he ends up at a team like Texas State? I mean, I'm just throwing some team names out here. I don't know what their quarterback rooms look like right now. I don't even know if they'd be interested. But as things currently stand right now, it looks like that's the path we're going to go down, unless, again, a Power 4 team, they're able to secure him for only $1,000,000, and that's where Nico ends up in 2025. Overall, this saga just continues to get more interesting day by day as we see more of these programs drop out of the sweepstakes for Nico Iamaleava. So what do you think is going to happen? I know I asked this the other day, but as more teams drop out, what do you think is going to be the end game for Nico? Do you think he's still going to end up at a Power 4 school, or do you think he's going to have to swallow his pride and go to a Group of 5 team, hopefully look really good this year, and then next season transfer to a Power 4? Also, regardless of where he ends up transferring, how much do you think he's going to sign for 2025? Do you think he's going to get to the $2 million price point? Because again, at this point, I don't think he's getting 3 or 4 million, or do you think he's actually going to have to settle for $1 million? Boy, I sure wish I could make a terrible decision and still be rewarded with $1 million. That would be a pretty good life to live. So whatever your thoughts are on the entire Nico Iamaleava situation, whatever you think is going to happen in the coming weeks or the coming months, let me know in the comment section down below. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you love college football, this is definitely the place for you. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm, and it helps share this video and my channel with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.
We're moving forward as a program without him. You know, I said it to the guys today. There's no one that's bigger than the Power T, and that includes me. And they hear me say that a lot inside of that team room.
We're not going to do that at Miami, and I say that without any hesitation. You know, if anyone's thinking that, and they could be the best player in the world, if they want to play holdout, they might as well play get out. We don't want to do that. We don't want Miami to become that. Too many guys have sweated, bled, and have laid on the line on that field to ever become that kind of a program.
You don't want players to make a temporary decision based off a temporary situation that's going to affect them long term, right? And that transactional decisions aren't always the best ones for your future.